So I had an achievement today and I want to share it with all of you. So here's a story time. So growing up, I have always had a comfortable life. Everything was provided for, and these were the things that were pretty normal in my life. Like my parents providing for everything, appliances, even up to my blankets, even up to my panties, basically. And then it was only until I left our home in Butuan City the first time that I actually wanted to leave and really not, take anything with me, even their support. So the first thing I bought in 2016, that was the first time that I ran away from home because I was pretty rebellious. I've always been rebellious, but this time around, I left our home. I called it the Mancao Manor, and I left it for the first time. And the first thing that I bought in Gaisano, and I remember this very clearly, I bought an Asahi fan. It was black and pink, and it still is, to this day, alive. It's in my home in Butuan City. I'm thinking of actually shipping it and putting it in Tony's room. Because every time I see that electric fan, it reminds me of the very first thing I ever bought for myself, for my home. That was the very first appliance. And today, I bought the most expensive fridge in SM Appliance. I bought a pretty expensive fridge. That's not the first fridge that I bought, though. The first fridge that I bought actually had a bigger freezer space. That was in 2018 when I gave birth. And because I pumped milk so much that I donated 60 liters of my breast milk to 100 babies around the hospitals in Butuan City. And it was very important that I had to have freezer space. So that was the time that I bought myself a fridge for the first time. So today, to just go up to SM Appliance to decide and buy a very expensive fridge, the most expensive top-of-the-line fridge from LG today, is an achievement. And it also brings me back to this lady who had such an issue nga wala ko'y water dispenser. Nagkatawa ko. Nagkatawa ko because you don't understand why I would rather not have a water dispenser, because I like my water very cold. Glacial cold. Do you even know what glacial means? As in, ga-ice-ice. Like, mas daghan ang ice kesa sa tubig. So why would I buy a water dispenser when I can store my water in different containers in my fridge to keep it cold, and to have an ice machine, which I have and which I will unbox soon enough, and have a fridge that now dispenses crushed ice, whole ice, and cold water. So nagkatawa ko because you don't understand how I actually run my home, and pala desisyon ka. And to think, ang inyo ganing salog sa inyong balay, di ganing simento, and I don't complain. Kaya basin maupo na imong gusto. So in my case, ang akong gusto is that I have an expensive fridge. It's a very beautiful fridge. It's a knock-knock from LG. I actually had an LG fridge. I have an LG fridge back home, which you've seen in my videos as a background. And I bought that in 2021. Wait, I didn't buy it. It was actually a gift from my Lola Lulu. That fridge of mine. It matches 3 of my air cons. It matches the fridge, and of course it matches my TV, which is also LG. So ganina, when I walked into SM Appliance and I decided to get that fridge, it was more of a decision that had to be made for very specific reasons. Like I needed for it to be knock-knock. Ang ingon pa ni Ed, ngano siguro ingana siya kamahala kay basin pag tuk-tuk nimo nako nimo tubag unsay ato. But aside from that, I wanted to get the fridge because of its freezer space. Actually, naapay mas mahal di ay. 170,995 ang katong pinagid kabag-o nga ni gawas. But I bought the 162,995 because it had a bigger freezer space. Because everybody knows we love ice cream. The family loves ice cream, most especially Tony. And because I really didn't need a 4-door fridge when I can just have 2 that's just fine with a knock-knock and an easy access. Because I just want to do those organizational videos. Because that's what I planned and intend to do anyways. To be that type of mom. So magkatawa ko atong babae nga issue kay sa imo nga wala ko'y water dispenser. Can you even afford the fridge I bought? Or any type of appliance that I do have in my home? Basin pa siguro electric fan nagkalisod pa ka. But you're so busy being so obsessed with me not having a water dispenser. And just in case, I'm still not going to have a water dispenser when I have an ice machine, when I have a fridge that dispenses ice, and when I prioritize having expensive water than a water dispenser. Am I clear, mga chismosa nga nagtanaw ani nga video? And I'm just happy with my achievement because that's what an achievement is to me. Ni success ko today. And after my fridge, I will get myself a really big TV because para sa ako, mo na importante. And aside from a really big TV, I wanted a washing machine, but Ed doesn't want me to get a washing machine. So, unsay ma-save na ako sa washing machine. Ako na lang i-add on dito sa ako ang TV nga palitonon. So, I'm gonna get a TV. I'm gonna get a La Germania. I wanted a really pretty La Germania and that the color should match the fridge. But dili gid siya all black because dili man all black ako napalit kanina. It had I actually am matching with one of the content creators that I follow, Makeup by Iris. She has a new house, she has a new home, and she unboxed her LG fridge that is so similar to what I got today. And nalipay kayo ko. Malang to, ingat! Magkatawa ko, ani, a day in my life and what? That I am, what time is it? I think it's almost 5 p.m. nga po ko'y ligo. Akong boys, to nag-atog kumon, nag-daddy date sila, nagtanong sila Lilo and Stitch. And I'm just here at home. Nagkulat sa ilang mo uli. Tara na ko'y kadungan maligo. Kasi dungan na lang nito lumaligo. Muna nga day in my life and you gusto? Oh my God. Unsa na vlogger? Sorry. My days are not the same. I don't have a routine. I don't have a 9 to 5. Diba? Alam mo na, ubanon mo na ako nga magkiyod mi sa kumbana. Lisod po. Kaya napitong a day in my life, it's not the same. One thing though, a day in my life, wako'y labot sa kinabuhi nga dili ako. Di ko magbuot o kinabuhi nga dili ako. Di ko magchinismo sa sabang tao. I don't use other people to have clout. I have my own. Ana, muna importante. And again, I don't make content para ganahan ka. I make it because ganahan ko. Ingat. Why are you with someone who doesn't defend you, even when you're not around? Why are you with somebody that would defend his co-workers over you? So clearly, his co-workers are more important than you. You want my advice? Change your partner. I mean, that's what I would do. Kasi, boyfriend mo pa naman yan. Pwede mo pang palitan. That's the great thing about having a boyfriend because you can replace him anytime you want. Because you can't be stuck, loyal, loving, and choosing a guy who would not defend you. In the first place, why would he make you feel jealous? In the first place, why would he shield other people's feelings over yours? Meaning, you're not important. Because if you were, kese hoda. Diba? Kung sino pa yang masaktan, para lang ikaw ay protektahan. But yun nga. A high-value woman or a woman who values herself would not allow that to happen. So if you want my advice, leave.